Oh, you banned me from Instagram, did you? I'm still on private jets.
Did you see that there was a news story that came out recently about the treatment of SEALs during their selection process? You see this?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, they were getting sprayed with tear gas whilst they were on the ground, and they were made to sing happy birthday so that they couldn't hold their breath while it was happening. Right. And there was a quote from this guy, I think this type of training is really senseless, said Sven Hjort, a Duke University associate professor who studies tear gas and its effects. It looks more like a form of hazing.
I see all that, trust me. Like I said, you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I understand that guy. I understand exactly where you're coming from. That is your personal opinion, and I totally get that. But there's very few people in this world who want to do a job like that. And it takes a different kind of mindset. Is it tear gas appropriate? I don't know. How hard that training is, I don't expect anybody to understand it, but 1%.
Did you see?
Take your time.
You know the Spotify one.
Spotify?
Yeah, you got your phone on you? Bring out the phone. You got Spotify?
Is it a QR code?
It is.
What? No way. Okay, so
let's see if
you scan it over it.
Right enough.
Oh, it's over a sound wave. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Take your time.
You know the Spotify one.
Spotify?
Yeah, you got your phone on you? Bring out the phone. You got Spotify?
Is it a QR code?
It is.
What?
First they came for Alex Jones, and you did not speak out because you were not right-wing. Then they came for the Tate brothers. You did not speak out because you were not a Tate brother. Then they came for Donald Trump. You did not speak out because you were not a politician. Then they came for Russell Brand. You did not speak out because you are not a celebrity. But next, they're going to come for you, and there will be nobody left to speak out.
The hardest part wasn't returning his serve. The hardest part was not letting him know that I knew this. I started to realize he had this weird tick with his tongue. He would go into his rocking motion, his same routine, and just as he was about to toss the ball, he would stick his tongue out, and it would either be right in the middle of his lip or it would be to the left corner of his lip. So if he's serving in the deuce court and he put his tongue in the middle of his lip, he was either serving up the middle or to the body. But if he put it to the side, he was going to serve out wide.
Now, where does he serve? He's been embarrassed both to the forehand and to the backhand.
So I told Boris about this after he was retired. He about fell off the chair, and he says, I used to go home all the time and just tell my wife, it's like he reads my mind.
Astonishing that anybody can see this heavy backer serve and project it like an arrow.
The hardest part wasn't...
To cała Polak na nowego iPhone'a musi pracować przez 23 dni. Ale i tak bardziej go zmęczy słuchanie później uwag od ludzi, że Apple to kał i że źle zrobił, bo w tej cenie miałby nie całego Xiaomi, bo Xiaomi jest droższe. iPhone jest dostępny niemal wszędzie, więc co roku analitycy zestawiają średnie pensje i cenę tego telefonu w różnych krajach, aby policzyć, jak bardzo zdesperowani są fani Apple'a na całym świecie, czyli trochę też bogactwo poszczególnych nacji. Tym razem wyniki są następujące. Szwajcar kupi sobie iPhone'a 15 Pro po 4 dniach roboty, Amerykanin po 5, Norweg po 8, Niemiec, sąsiad złodziej po 9,5, a Polak niestety daleko w tyle, gdzieś między Litwą a Łotwą, Polak po 23 dniach. Zakładając oczywiście, że w tym czasie nie będzie niczego jadł i kupował, ale czego się nie robi dla Apple'a. W poprzednich latach mieliśmy jednak wyniki bliższe 30 dniom, więc Polska wstaje z kolan. Polak na nowego iPhone'a...
I used to be poor, and in England, there's something called peak travel tickets, which means if you want to go into London in the peak rush hour times, when you finish work around 5 o'clock, you have to either wait to take the train home at 8, and it's 30% cheaper, or you can pay more and travel for 8 o'clock. So I had an off-peak ticket, and it was during peak hours, and I'm good at Famusi. So what I did is I texted myself a message. Don't worry, you have the wrong ticket, but you're not from England, and they're usually very, very nice. And I walked up to the guy and said, hey bro, my ticket's not working. He goes, that's an off-peak ticket, it doesn't work. And I said, because I'm not from here, and I showed him the text message. And the text message told him, don't worry, you're not from England, not very, very nice. And he went, oh, don't go through. He thought I was some idiot tourist. I Famused it, because I'm a genius. I used to be...
Here's how contrasting character design can help elevate your storytelling. Most comics, manga, and cartoons utilize what I call visually telegraphic character design. In other words, they use body language, body size, build, and costume to instantly tell you something about the character. Shy, meek characters are small, aggressive characters are often larger. But you can unlock more dimension to your storytelling if you subvert these expectations. In Interdimensional 3, our large, muscular sword and sorcery hero spends a lot of the comic in a living nightmare, where she's terrified, acting completely contrary to what you would expect from such a physically strong character. Likewise, the villain tormenting her is a cheerful, cartoony, whimsical chili pepper, which of course makes him all the more scary. Both characters' behavior and personalities are in direct contrast with their character design, and that leads to more dimensional interactions and a more interesting piece of storytelling.
I've seen a lot of fairly well-built men, heavily built men, go to Italy and say, make me an Italian suit. An Italian suit doesn't work for many heavily built men, at least the traditional Italian continental look, which is sort of a close-cut coat or close-cut suit. It just doesn't. And so if you're 250 pounds and you're 6'3" or 6'2" or 6'4", and you want to look like a runway model from Milan, it's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. They're gonna make you a suit, they're gonna make you an Italian suit, but it's not gonna look right. You're not gonna be comfortable in that garment. That style is not gonna be suited for you. And the fit is gonna be almost invariably off. However, like I said, this is what they make. If you go to Naples, or you go to Milan, or you go to Rome, or what have you, or even to Paris, if you go to Cifonelli or any of the, Parisian houses, they have a specific style. I
found most people don't know who they are. They really don't.
Know my name, I know my age, I know where I live.
Yeah, that's not you though. You know, that, you ask the average person who they are.